Hey, what's up guys? Poli here, and what I want to show you today is how to explode out your drums and the different reasons of, because there's different explodes on here. So let's get in here and I want to show you guys this. The reason why you want to explode your drums is so that each pad that you hit, your kick, snare, hi-hat, toms, crash, all go on, instead of one track, they go on to different tracks, so that whenever you explode out your project, it's got it all laid out, so in your DAW you can, if you want to use a DAW or whatever, you can do it that way. So let's get right in here and I want to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, cool. So right off the bat here, all I did is I turned on my MPC and I hit browse. You can hold down shift, or I like to double tap menu to get to browse. And I loaded up an acoustic kit, right? I load up my kit. And this video is just going to be pretty short and sweet. I'm just going to show you how to do exactly what I said earlier, and the differences between when you hit the pencil here and explode compared to when you hit this folder and you hit export and it says explode down here. So that's what I want to go over with you guys, okay? So check this out. There's just two different ways to go about doing this. So we're gonna go ahead and make a little drum loop here. Let's go 4 bars. Just kind of get something recorded real quick. What this is going to do is, after I get my different drums laid out, it's going to take every pad on track 1. It's going to give me a different, see look, track 2 is empty, but watch. Alright, cool. It sounds like a lot going on right now, right? So what we're going to do, I'm going to take this and just, if I hit this and then hit export and explode tracks, there's only one track, you know what I'm saying? It's only going to give me that one track. Now if I had 2 tracks going, say on track 2 I had, you know, let's say I did that for track 2, right? And the same thing, if I hit explode tracks, it's only going to give me 2 tracks. What I want is to get all of those, all my drums from track 1. Track 2 is cool, it's my synth part. It's going to be looping, right? Now if you're chopping up, these go for chops too. If you're chopping up a sample, if you're chopping up and you want them on different tracks, now you hit this pencil and hit explode. It mutes out track 1, and what it's going to do is going to give you track 2 is just your regular, you know, bounce, 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 bounce. That's your bass or whatever. But when you go to track 3, now this is your kick. Track 4 is pad 2. Track 5, it took each pad and put it on its own track. So now all these say acoustic fat kit all the way to track 13. So now I'm going to hit track mute. I have 13 different tracks. They're all drums. They're labeled drums. Okay? And I think it's really, really dope. Track 1's muted out. That's the whole program. If I unmute that, it's going to play all my drums, because that's the original track. I exploded it, and it made all these other tracks, except for track 2, which we played that bounce, 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 bounce. So Now that we have 13 tracks and our drum track has been exploded, I'll finish this. You hit the folder, hit export, explode tracks, and when you export it, it's going to ask you where you want to save it. You save it to an SD. Let's just save it MPC files and name it untitled. When you save it, you'll see track 1, track 2, track 3, track 4. If you don't see those, you ain't do it right. You didn't hit explode tracks when you hit the folder. You have to hit explode tracks. Export. You hit the explode tracks box. Now for the track itself, we had to explode that. If you do this to like a synth track, it's going to give you every note that you played on a different track. So if you want to make dubstep or something like that, to where on a piano roll it goes ding 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 ding, but this is a guitar, this is a piano, this is a flute, this is a bass, you know, you'll have 5 different tracks to change the sounds or whatever. Going back to the drums, okay, check this out, because what's really cool is you want to go to your menu and then hit pad mixer. Okay, pad mixer, we'll go make sure you're on track 1. Menu, because track 1's your drums. You usually do this before you explode them out. It really doesn't matter. Pad mixer. Now for each drum, for each drum, you can add an effect to each drum. So it's really, really cool to be able to do that and then explode out your drums. This way you can get them all on separate tracks. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot easier that way. So again, if you want to all on one sequence, just 4 bars just to get your sounds out, all we did was we made our drum kit, pad 1 through 16, and on track 2 we had our melody. Track 3 was empty all the way to track 16. Track 1 we just hit the pencil and exploded out our drums. That muted track 1 and gave us all these other drum tracks. So now when I hit play, it only plays each track. Like I can mute out certain drums now with my track mute. I'll do this real quick and then we'll head out. This is one drum. See? I put it all on separate tracks. So sequence 1 I want like that. Maybe sequence 2 I want like this. It's all up to you, whatever. Right on. Again, guys, I'm Poli Popo. I hope that this helped out a whole lot. It's just been asked a few times, and yeah, it's basically how to explode your tracks. And then whenever you explode your tracks on your export, it's 2 different ways, and we went over both of them. The first way was taking your track with your drums or your chops, hitting the pencil and exploding it to make more tracks. If you only have 1 track, when you hit that folder and hit explode tracks, it's only going to give you 1. So you need to explode your track with your drums or your chops first. Then you can have individual drums. Right on? I'm Poli Popo, and I'm going to make another video here real fast. And I will see you guys soon. Right on? If you're new to the channel, give me a like or leave a comment. Cool. Right on.